So I read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. Um, Last 2 years, I think, every 6 months or less, maybe every 4 or 5 months, most likely. Before I used to read it every 2 or 3 months because I was trying to get better, right? But here's two things I seem to be very weak at. No matter how many times I've read, now read and listen, I think read maybe seven or 8 times, I think, and probably heard probably, eight, 9 times. So total maybe 50, 16, 17 times. I don't know, something like that. I can't keep track of it. But the number one still weak spot for me among the principles taught in there is remembering names. Even though knowing that very well, that remembering names is very important, because everybody's name is very important, I still sometimes, not still, I struggle with that a lot, number one. Second is criticism. I'm better at it, but still that's a weak point. I still sometimes struggle, not criticizing or resisting the temptation to criticize. Now, what I haven't gotten really good at was listening and less talking. Not only because of the book, but communication courses I had in Landmark and all that. And I guess natural curiosity I have in truly trying to understand people, learn from them. Maybe that helps, but I definitely do pretty good. I mean, I'm not, again, there's no perfection. There are times, I don't do as good as a job, but really that one is pretty damn good. Now, on the flip side of criticism, also is I do pretty good job of appreciating someone or giving them verbal compliments and all that stuff. Most of the time, not all the time. Again, because of the, like I said, criticism, right? But this is what the thing I'm learning is. A lot of people do not count or understand this factor. A lot of people read book once, maybe twice, think, they got it, right? Oh, there's no need to write it, or I'm sorry, read it, right? Same thing with, you go to a personal development course or a seminar and wow, you're transformed. Boom, you're changed. No, that's not how it works. It's a constant practice, repetition, repetition, repetition. So constantly read it, reiterate it. If you're reading a book, something effective like maybe Think and Grow Rich or How to Win Friends and Influence People, you need to read it multiple times because there are things that you miss no matter how many times you read, or things that you need reminder like, damn, I keep making that mistake again, something like that. So that's the bottom line. Kind of like the exercise or eating habits that I've shared before is reading habits, personal development is always a constant journey. Like you have to repeat things. And that's what most people don't get. Like I was, Landmark, and a lot of the people in Landmark who did courses with me used to struggle with that because they wouldn't stay in the program, constantly practice the habits, which I also struggled with at times, right? Like everybody else. That's what they didn't understand. They thought just Landmark, that's enough. No, you got to do a lot of other things. So anyway, the bottom line is, that's what I've learned. And I hope somebody else learns from those, what I shared.